Hello guys. Um we are moving to another topic. Okay. I think this is the fourth topic if I'm not mistaken. And this time around we are moving to number systems. Number system. Number systems. So they are also very good, and then you need it for your classes, for your exams, and then for your post UTME and things like that. So now this is counting in different number bases, counting in different number bases, and is all I just needed to do is just to pick out the points. We have so many stories under this part, but we don't need those stories because we don't need those definitions most times. But I just needed to point out the major things we need under this path. Okay, so this is a part one of this topic. Okay, so we are having let's say that's part one. That's number system part one. Now we have what we call base 10, base 9, base 8, base 7, base 6, base 5, base 4, base 3, base 2. Okay, so most of the time, the highest digit of a number base is always one less than the base. Okay, so if you're having base 10, okay, one less than is what? 9. That is why you see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is one less than the base. So this one is base 10. So the highest number you can see is 9. So for base 9, you also have the highest number you will see in base 9 is what? Is 8. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 8. Up to 8 number. So then in this case of base 8, the highest number you can see is what? Is base 7. Okay? For base 8, the highest number you can see is what? Is 7, which is 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so then for base 7, the highest number you will see is what? 6. So nobody will ask you this one that I'm saying, but you need to understand how number systems work. Okay, how counting in different number bases work, so that you will know that okay, by the time we start solving example under it, you'll see how simple it is. Okay, so base 5, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's one less than. So since it's one less than, you won't see base 5, you just see it as what? The highest number you see is what? Is 4. Okay, so for base 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, base 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3. Then base 3 is 0, 1, 2. Then base 2 is what? 0, 1. So you can see that these are just the counting that you can see here. So then at the end of the day, it means that if you're having a particular question and you have base 4, okay, then it means that you should be expecting something like 0, 1, 2, 3 as the power system. Okay, I'll give an example for us to understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, but there's need for us to understand the counting system. That was I had to write out this. So like I said, the highest digits of any number basis, okay, the highest digit of any number basis, okay, is one less than the base. It's one less than the base. So what we can do here now is just that since we've gone through all this, then I can give an example for us to understand exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay, so then from there we can we can get a more understanding of exactly what I'm talking about. So let me just give an example. These are very common in the exams. You can also see them. Okay, so by the time, like I said, by the time we're done with all the topics we have on the mathematics, most surely 90% of the topic we have in mathematics you will see that mathematics is simple. All you just need is just to show interest. Okay, so let's assume we were given this number. Let's say we have 145. Okay, let's assume you have 145 145 in base 2. Okay, let's assume you have 145. Okay, let me just say 145 in base what? In base 3. Okay, 145 in base 3. That is how we call it. 145 base 3. And you are asked to convert to their number basis. Okay, and you are asked to convert to their number basis. Okay, all you just need to do, don't forget, for 3, I mentioned it, you have 0, 1, 2. Okay, in the list I shared earlier, for 3 you have 0, 1, 2. All you just need to do is just that at the power at the top of this number, and just write 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. That is, this one means that's example 1. Okay, now this one means that you should convert to their number basis. So this is the same thing as saying 1 times 3 raised to power 2. Okay, that is 1 times this base raised to power this the 2. Okay, that's how we do it. 1 times 3 raised to power 2. So then the next one will be what? 4 times 3 raised to power 1. Okay, so 4 times 3 raised to power 1. 1 times 3 raised to power 2. 4 times 3 raised to power 1. Then the last one will now be what? That's 5 times 3 raised to power what? 0. It's as simple as that. So you see exactly what I'm trying to say here. That's 1 times 3 raised to power 2. Okay, 1 times 3 raised to power 2. Then you also have 4 times 3 raised to power 2. Okay, then that's 4 times 3 raised to power 1 plus 5 times 3 raised to power what? Raised to power 0. It's as simple as that. So the first thing you need to do, if they say convert to their number basis, so that is exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, so you are trying to write it in the number of their power basis. So, and I've given it to you in the table, on the table, that okay, for 3 you have 0, 1, 2. Okay, so it means if it is 5, you have what? 0, 1, 2, 3. Don't miss it. Okay, so that is why we need that table, because that table is very important, the table that I shared earlier. So all you just need to do, you look at the base. If the base is 3, so it means you are going to do 0, 1, 2. Okay, now if the base is what? If the base is 6, it means you are going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The highest you can go is what? Is 5. So, but in this case, the base is what? Is 3. So the highest we can go is what? Is 3. So it means that at the end of the day, this is that table is very, very important for you to for you to for you to assimilate. So now it means that here we can have 3 times 3 is what? Is 9. That's 3 times 3, 9 times 1. So this one is what? 4 times 3, that's what? 12. This one is 5. Anything raised to power 0 is 1. So it means 5 times 1 is what? Is 5. So if you don't want me to jump, so I think it's very simple and straightforward. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 1 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. Anything raised to power 0 is what? 1. 5 times 1 is what? 5. So it means at the end of the day, you'll now be having, that's 21. 21 plus 5, that's what? 26. So that is 26. So it means that you've been able to convert it to the power of the number basis. Okay, you've been able to convert it to the power of their number basis. That's 26. So it means that 26 is now in base 10. So the general number basis that we have, like the way we have a logarithm, that the general logarithm is a logarithm base 10. In this case too, the number system, the general number basis that we have is what? Is base what? Base 10. Okay? So now this is very simple. I can give you another example of this, but this will give a kind of good understanding of what counting in different number bases is all about. So I can also say that yes, we have something like this. Let's say example 2. Okay, let me just give an example. If we have, let's say, 2 1 0 0 1 2 3 4, so it means that, let's say, we have base 5. Okay, so base 5, that's example 2. Example 2, we have base 5, so it means this one can be 0 1 2 3. Okay, so now the highest I can go here is 4, but the number we have here is not up to that, so it doesn't matter. So we've been able to follow the normal sequence and the normal process. So this is the same thing as saying that implies that we can have 2 times 5 raised to power 3, okay, plus 1 times 5 raised to power 2, plus 0 times 5 raised to power 1, plus 0 times 5 raised to power what? 0. So it's very simple. 2 times the base, 2 times 5 raised to power 3. So is a 5 raised to power 3, okay? Then you have the number 1, which is this. This is 2 here. Then you have the base 5 raised to power this 3. Then you have 1, okay, which is here, times 5, which is this 5 raised to power what? 2. Then 0 times, which is this 0 here, times 5 raised to power 1. Then 0 times 5 raised to power 0. This is very simple. So 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5, if I'm not mistaken, that's 125. So this one is saying 2 times 125, okay, plus that's 1 times 5 is what? 25. This one is 0 plus what? 0. 0 times anything is what? Is 0. So you see that that is very, very straightforward. So all we just need to do is just to add them. So all we need to do is just to what? Is just to add them. Find the multiplication and do what? And add them together. So it means at the end of the day, we'll be having 2 times 125 is what? Let's say 2 times 5 is 0. That's 5. That's 250 plus that's 25 plus 0 plus what? Plus 0. It means that at the end of the day, we should be having 250 plus this. That's what? 275. So that is the answer. So it's very, very simple. And we're going to bring out questions under this part so that you can see how simple it is. So this is just an example of the first topic, part 1, number system. Please continue to like, continue to comment, continue to share, okay? And also subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay? So we're trying to reach a lot of young minds for them to also benefit from this part and classes. Thank you. Cheers.